What's up, everybody? This is John Q.
And this is Alex A.
And you are listening to Free Music Reviews with Consult Q&A.
You can catch us live on twitch.tv/allmyhomies or youtube.com/allmyhomies every Wednesday night at 8:30.
And you can visit our website, www.consultqa.com, to submit every Wednesday. Follow us on all social media at Consult Q&A.
Boom.
Let's go! We are here today. What's happening, YouTube? What's happening, Twitch? What's happening, everybody? We're here today with a spectacular, wonderful, great, amazing show. Everybody who is joining us today is very amazing. Everybody is very spectacular and very great being and stuff.
Etc. and stuff.
It's going to be an exciting, musically filled day with a lot of good vibes and good energy from your host. I am John Quincy, and next to me, I'll let this illustrious human being introduce themselves.
Who, me, Alex A?
Yes. That is exactly whom he is, and we are both your hosts for this evening.
Yeah.
As I unload and open up things. Shouts out to the 5 players in bingo. We need to really add some more bingo things to the bingo card because 5 people are playing because those are the 5 who have not given up on bingo because there seems to only be 3 to 4 winners of bingo all the time.
You don't say, and they happen to be 2/3 of them sitting right here at this table.
Yes. The leaderboards of bingo show that Mr. Altismo is on top. All My Homies, which is Myaw, is in second place. And Mad Hatter, if y'all did not know,
is me.
Alex. He's in third place. And then underneath that is Justin the Crow Ward. He's
also in the chat.
Yep, and he's in fourth place, but he is about 400 points away from third place, which per game of bingo, I believe you only get like 100 points.
Yeah. I do like the setup from was it 2 weeks ago where he was like, hey, so what do you think about this? And we gave it to him and it was immediately bingo.
Yeah.
And then for the next 2 hours, nobody got anything.
Good times. All right. So who do we have in the chat room? We have Pray for Panties. Panties is in the building, so shouts out for Pray for Panties. Straight from Victoria's Secrets in the chat room with us. Thank you so much for hanging out. We have Justin the Crow Ward, a.k.a. the Crowbot, is in the chat room botting it up. Then we have This Is Maine.
Maine.
It ain't Big Maine. It is Maine. Maine. Straight from Alabama.
Maine.
We got Mr. Altismo, who's in the chat room talking about foregoing car mods for a saxophone.
That's called sacrifice right there.
Yeah. Then we have Ecalypse. Ecalypse is in the building.
I like that there's an extra vowel in there. Ecalypse.
It shouts out to him. That's what we're on today. I guess that counts as mispronouncing a name, even if I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Where's download? Is it demo submissions? There we go. Meanwhile, I've been stalling so I can open up.
Did they did. They changed how it looks.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep doing this.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh, my God. Here, do we go to list?
There you go.
There we go.
Buch.
All right. So I just loaded up the list to see what we are twerking with. That's what type of day we are.
You can tell the music next door is getting us started.
Yeah.
Yes, the artist known as Ecalypse.
Yeah, Ecalypse. Shouts out to him for holding it down for all the kind people in the world. He is one of them. So.
Oh, Nandrum is here. What's up, Nandrum?
Is he? I haven't marked anybody here, but Nandrum is in the building. Shouts out to him.
Yep.
Hopefully he is living as well.
Ecalypse.
Just making sure he has an echo. Who else we got in this chat room? If you would like to throw a wave in there so I can give you a shout out. I'm in the lab with a bunch of Q students. Well, shouts out to them
Having
for
some-
doing their work.
Oh, yeah.
Shouts out to those students. You can tell them I said that.
And you can tell them to come on to the show and ask questions.
Or they can send their music
Or
if
they can send their music.
because I don't usually tell them I do this, so they can send their music. And I got to write back to some emails that I got today, but I wasn't working today, so I got to look at those emails and write back to them. So hopefully none of them are in there. But if they are,
The person at the very top of this list, this person that's labeled as
Kenyan?
done, actually
Yeah.
sent their stuff in, like in the middle of, like on Sunday or something like that.
do you want me to mark them
I
as?
don't know, because I think that's the one that came with like a whole bunch of like, check out this artist who's renowned for their blah, 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 blah,
Oh,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah. Oh,
yeah.
yeah, there it is.
Oof. I have a huge following and millions. We're listening to this person first. I'm gonna read his love letter, and we're gonna listen to him because it should be good. He has a huge following on and millions of streams independently. He has over 1,000 beats and instrumentals, and he's ready to be sent out for placements, radio play, and sync licensing opportunities.
Okay.
So
I feel like this is a Dwayne. What's his name?
Doo-Wop Kane?
Doo-Wop Kane, yeah.
No, we're gonna see about this. He sent us his Apple, Audio Mac, Spotify, Google, everything. What was that
We
sound?
got something.
I missed that. Oh, everybody's. Oh, I didn't even put the list on the screen. I thought I put the list on the screen.
It was
but
just us.
you
doing-
guys were just looking at me.
gain one
Well,
new
looking
follower.
at
Did we
us.
gain one new follower? Oh, Geomancer.
Did
Is that
we?
Geo?
I don't know. I think Geo may have like 18 different, or which Geo, because there's been like 13 out of Geo.
Oh yeah, that would be what Mark's brother.
Oh, well,
Geo.
here we go. Let me hide you guys' email addresses. Meanwhile, since y'all know that's happening, y'all can just write them down right this moment if y'all really wanted to, like network and stuff like that. So I'm giving y'all that chance to do that and also figure out who these people are, and you can send them hate mail. No, don't do that. I do not encourage hate to be spread, so don't spread hate.
There it is.
Send them joyous love letters. How about that? I got the tenders out. What's that? Nandrum says Q got the tenders out. I don't know what the tenders are.
Hate is all we know.
This artist has a huge crush on Q. Do they really? We'll see about that after we listen to their music. But if you guys have gotten a good look at the list, people are being marked here. I haven't seen Jalen versus the World, but maybe he is here.
I've not seen him either.
I have not seen Andrew. Has Andrew popped in the chat room?
I have not seen him. Not really seen anybody from the Yub Tub.
Oops, I went back to the wrong screen. Sorry, guys. That happens.
We're
when
doing this all over again.
when you click. I need to set up hotkeys on this computer so I can just press the
I
hotkeys.
forgot that was a thing.
Yeah. All right. So Maine is here. I'm looking. I feel like Maine might have the song of the day. It's called Booty Language. No, it's called Body Language. I had a smidge on my screen. It
looked like two O's
Yeah,
and
it
that
did.
D became a T.
Yeah. I had a smidge on my screen. Never mind. I don't think it's going to be the song of the night because I was really just going off a name. It's not called Booty Language, everybody.
hate to burst your bubble.
That's over. Mr. Altissimo says, I'm keeping an eye out, not seeing anyone on YouTube still. Let's see if YouTube is working. YouTube is working. There are people there.
If you're on YouTube, say something because we can't see you in our chat for some reason.
Maine says I might have to rename it now to Booty Language. All right.
Here we go.
Can I use my card on Overdue? Sure. I mean, why not? There's not that many submissions today. So
Yeah.
Lionel, I always read that as like Lionel Richie, but Lionel is...
We're just messing up names left and right here.
No, that's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
No, it just right when you see Lionel and it's like, is it Lionel Richie? No, Lionel switched to YouTube. What's up, Lionel? Your boy is fiending. Who is fiending? Question: should I take mastering before mixing? That's from Nandrum. Alex, how do you feel about that?
Boy, that's a tough one.
I say mixing before mastering.
Me too.
Because that is how you do things
Yeah.
when you make music.
Well, what's interesting is that, like, they're both going to talk about the same thing. Obviously, mastering is a little bit more of like a whole picture view of the whole thing. But I do a little bit more technical aspect of like compression and EQing in mastering, and then mixing. It's a little bit more like philosophical almost. They just slammed that door. It's a little bit more philosophical. Like, how would you make your mixes? Like, a really good point that I make in that class, like a lot of people take Aaron's class, and I think that they should.
Aaron Gardenia. What's the Pokemon's name? The one who's like this song. What is that?
Which is that? Which one
with
is
the
that?
wings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I know which one you're talking
Lugia?
about. Yeah.
Lugia?
Yep. Lugia.
I don't know. I just feel like that Pokemon's name should be Gardenia.
Gardenia.
This song.
Well, the school only lets you take mastering before. Basically, like a Lugia. There it is. Gardenovore. Mastering to me is like a more technical approach, and then mixing to me is more philosophical. But then Aaron's is very like, you do this and you do this and you keep it at this level, and there are some
absolutes.
Yeah, and there are some things that I don't agree with.
Well, if any of my students are in this chat room, which I see some of them, they know I teach them that there are no such things as real absolutes.
Not in music.
They're techniques. There are rules.
Yep.
Learn them so you can break them.
Yep. The way that I phrase it is there is not right and wrong. There's only a more optimal and less optimal.
Yep.
And it entirely depends on what kind of music you're doing. Do I need to read Dune before reading Dune 2?
Well, why won't we have a whole 3-body problem discussion? Y'all are still on Dune?
No,
let's do 3-body.
Nope, I'm not doing it.
Why?
I'm not doing it because I'm reading the book.
So the Netflix one, actually, it's interesting because I watched the Chinese one, and I've been doing deep dives on the books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I watched the Chinese one, and the Chinese one covers the first book, just how the first book kind of was. They make some changes or whatever.
For TV purposes?
No, for Chinese purposes.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah,
their government
I heard about
doesn't
that.
want them to, because it was written in a time with a communist party, blah, 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 blah. So China made some things about, like, one of the characters' backstory. They took some things out about her father and the reason why she got the viewpoint of what she got about humanity. So that's really one of the other differences. Other than that, it's like, they may have some characters who weren't in there, whatever, but it's still the first book, and it's a slower pace version of the first book.
Okay.
While Netflix is all 3 books.
Oh, it is
kind of put together. Well,
like kind
the
of chronologically
order,
touching on all. Interesting.
So it's super.
What's up, JV?
I feel like the Chinese version would be easier to follow, like for somebody who's just picking it up,
right?
Because of how slowly it develops through the first book. And then after you do that, you can watch the Netflix version, and when you watch the Netflix version, you'll be like, who the fuck, what the fuck, how the fuck, what is going on?
Yep.
And then within the first episode of the Netflix one, you'll be like, oh, they already figured out what took the Chinese one 30 episodes.
Like an entire book. Yeah.
I recommend watching the Chinese version first if you're going to watch it. If you're going to read the books, good luck. Those are some really deep.
So I love his writing style.
There's some words.
I love his writing style.
There's some words in that book.
I read the beginning of a book of his short stories, and he had one of the most creative short stories I think I've ever come across, which is it's from the point of view of like a scientist who has discovered that the entire Milky Way is about to go into blue shift from redshift.
Yeah.
And so he's like, it's coming. And it was like, what's going to happen? He's like, oh, it's coming. And he's just so like right at the end, he goes more and more insane. And finally he's giving his last lecture. And before he goes in, he trashes the department. He fucks everything up. He's like, it's about to happen right now. And so you're like a page away from the end of this short story. And you're like, what is going to happen? And he's like, it's here. And then from that point on, it's palindromes, and he writes everything backwards from that point on from the story. So it's just the words, but they're all backwards from the way that it came in. It just goes backwards. So the entire story blue shifts, and I'm like, that's so fucking genius.
That is cool. Yeah, well, the book is a lot. But it is really what's super interesting about it is it explores Dark Forest.
Yeah. And then-
Hypothesis.
And then what's
a
the third
bun-
one is
A bunch of multi-dimensional stuff. It gets deep.
Yeah.
How can I clean pops between two clips back to back? The Zero Crossing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So what you have is you have a clip that's ending down and then another one that's starting up, and the need for the converter to move from here to here causes a pop. So you can crossfade it or find the zero crossing and make it so it doesn't pop like that.
Yeah, that and then crossfade on top of it. Just
I
to
can't
be
remember the
another
name of
layer
the short story.
measure.
Look up. I forgot his name. I forgot.
Lu Ching
or something like that. Yeah.
No, because it's like
all the
LIU. It's like LIUCHIANX or something like that.
Yeah.
Just look up the author of Three Body,
Yeah. Three body problem.
which is the first book, but
and then there's Dark Forest, and then there's something end
the
I can't-
Destruction's End or something. Like
yeah.
That? Whatever.
Something's end. Yeah.
Yeah, Deepest End. Something.
You're there. I can't remember it
Yeah.
though. But I'm super interested in reading that series.
Nah.
I've been kind of putting it off for a little while.
Which book are you on?
Just the first one.
Oh, I mean, watch the Chinese one. It's
I'm
really
a reader.
it's really interesting.
I could. It's a 400-page book. I could put it down in in a weekend.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our nerd book talk today. Welcome to the TED Talk.
And then the fairies fuck everybody. That's
But saying this? If supposedly they are filming the second season of the Netflix one, and that one will be mostly Dark Forest.
Yeah.
Which is the bulk of all chaos happening.
Love it.
Which is going to be super interesting. Their CGI budget is going to have to be massive.
Yeah.
That's going to be a huge budget, hopefully. But if not, it'll be interesting to see how they do a lot of things and what they cut out, and because some
Like TVify it.
So they split a character into like 3 different characters.
Oh.
So it's going to be so interesting to see what they do. That's why, like, when if you watch the Chinese one or if you read the book, you'll be like, that person's kind of like this person, but also this person's kind of like that person. It's because they split them into different people.
Gotcha.
I don't know why.
Probably
Maybe it made it easier to tell the story.
Or like find actors that could portray those parts. Maybe.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
It'll be super interesting. I know it's probably going to make people mad.
I mean, the Netflix version already made the Chinese government mad.
Well,
so
that's
there's
because
that.
they showed the
I read about that. So
and that's literally the only reason why. So they're like, I think they banned it in China just because of that. It shows what actually happened.
Yep. Which they like to pretend. They like to pretend like we don't know.
Well, that's their government for you. As our stream gets cut off because Tencent owns Amazon, which owns Twitch. Let me stop.
Which owns my phone.
Yeah. But surprisingly, the Chinese one was really good for being produced by Tencent. So.
Oh, God,
Tencent,
that's straight propaganda.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know.
All right.
Go into it slowly.
Yep. But with all that being said, I don't know if we hit anything on the bingo card. We can get started with Kenyon Williams. This will be like the first song that we do today. It's a track called Do You Like It When I? And I will read what his love letter says. It says, my name is Kenyon Williams. I am a music producer / composer who goes by Kenyon on the beat. I have a following and millions of streams independently. I have over 1,000 beats, instrumentals ready to be sent out for placements, radio play and sync licensing opportunities. Here's a demo of my work. Feel free to contact me if you.
Millions of streams.
I gotta double click. Feel free to contact me if you hear something you like. I mean, if I contacted him, I wouldn't know what I would be contacting him for, but maybe I don't know. Okay, whatever. Well, shouts out to him for hitting us with that copy and paste message that he sends everybody. Is it a good one? Is it a good To
Hold Up the Sky is the book. Is the short story book.
Word. How short is the story?
It's just a collection of short stories, and that one I read in 15 minutes. It's just a great setup.
Word. All right. The Consult Q&A book club. Book clubs are becoming a thing, man.
Yeah.
SARS, I'm thinking that is to hold up the sky. Shouts out to them on YouTube. SZ to me is SAR, and then AZ is ours.
This is ours.
Yeah, so they're SARS now. Shouts out to them. Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the stream. Okay. So this can we discuss like sending messages like this
that are like the size of a book that we just short storied?
So this is such an interesting thing that I hear about in the industry is when, and I mean, I even found myself doing this.
Yeah.
When I get messages like this, I do not read them. Which is crazy because I remember being there writing like my heart's content into a message to send to somebody like, oh my God. And then it's like when I get them, when they're like this and they're very link heavy and they're very official website, Linktree, blah, 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 blah.
It becomes information overload and you don't want to do anything about it.
It makes me feel like it is just copy and paste.
Yeah.
So it's like, this person just copy and pasting.
Yeah.
I'll get to it when I get to it, and then that will be what it is. But if you personalize it a little bit more than this, like, and I don't need the Apple Music, Audio Mac, whatever, especially if you put your Linktree here.
That I was right about to get to. Like, if you have Linktree and it covers everything, you're good.
Yeah, just give me. That's why you have a Linktree, literally. So it's one link with everything.
You just sent the Linktree and all of the links inside of the Linktree.
Like, and I mean, I get it where he's trying to bring it down to maybe one click to where you can click on whatever. But that one click or the 2 click, I don't mind clicking on Linktree because that is the hub. Or that's like going to your official website. But
right.
I feel like the Linktree is like, boom, now I have these different, if I want to read your, go to your website, I can. If I want to see your bio, I can.
Yeah.
If I just want to hear where all your songs are on your SoundCloud, boom, I can. But
I also read, and I used to do this back in the day when I was doing my band stuff, is that you make it more personal, but then when you give that information, you're like, we play this kind of music, you just highlight like the import, like we are a rock band from Orlando, Florida, that blah, blah, blah. And then you just keep it short and succinct. So if they want to peruse it, they just look at the bold words and then boom, you're done.
So we got the chat saying, to be honest, I feel like people don't like clicking link trees. I don't know why. I mean, what type of people? So me as somebody who is like doing business and stuff like that, if I want to contact you or do some business with you, I would prefer you have a link tree. If you're a regular Joe, regular Joes don't click on anything. They don't even pay attention to other humans' existence. So I wouldn't expect them to click a link tree, you know, and especially like even a regular Joe, if you send them anything, they're not clicking it unless that's why memes have to autoplay. Because if they had to click
that
it,
is such a point.
If they had to click it to play, they wouldn't click it. So like regular Joes don't click anything unless like they personally know you. So in this situation, send me a personalized message saying, "Hey, I'm Kenyon Williams. Discovered your thing while I was browsing through Twitch. Wanted to share my music with you. I submitted it here, but here's my link tree if you want more." That is beautiful to me.
Yeah.
Compared to like I am Kenyon, I got millions of streams. Dick is huge as hell.
Come check it out on Linktree.
I got 56 million thousand bitches. All of them, anybody can have it. They just hit me up and ask me. Click. Here's all my links. Find all my bitches in these links somewhere. Whichever link you want, click one of them. They got some of the bitches in them.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, I guess. That's the
what Nandrum says. Yeah, just go burn CDs. Stand out on the street corner, hand out CDs.
Yeah,
CDs is where it's at right now.
Yeah. You know, it took me a month to figure out my car had a CD player.
Your car has a CD player?
It does. It's in the glove compartment box.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a special addition to my car.
Huh.
Did not know
Does
that.
it have
it's a multi-disc changer, too. Didn't know that.
You live in the future.
That's crazy.
What year is it?
The 2018.
They put CD players in a 2018?
Yeah. I opened the glove. I was like, what is this? And then I looked in the manual. It was like, it's the CD player.
It's the CD player. Yeah. Got the big chunky loader for it.
Because I saw my thing had CD, and I'm like, where the fuck would I put the CD? Do I fold down the steering wheel? Like, Yeah.
Put it into the steering wheel.
Nandrum says his car has a CD player.
What
with a
year is your
multi-disc
car,
changer.
Nandrum? Mine is an 05 and it has a CD player and a tape player. I've been listening to tapes lately just because I'm bored with CDs. Twinsies. I spent probably 3 months getting the parts. 04. See, I spent 3 months probably getting
That
the
was
parts.
a terrible year for cars.
04.
Yeah. That was a terrible year for cars.
And I finally was able to tie into the audio coming out of my multi-changer because mine's in the trunk. And I got it all set up so I could put Bluetooth in, and I got them hooked together. I got them working, and it worked for 3 months, and then both of them just died. So that was fun to have Bluetooth for a hot second.
And I missed his first. Missed Altismo says I missed my first car that had a tape player in it.
Yeah.
Jeez, that had to be a 94 and under.
I mean, mine's an 05 with tape player.
Was it?
Yep.
How? Everything in 05 had a CD player.
It does. It has a CD player and a tape player. It's so you can play the vintage style of music. Mine has a vinyl player, and no, I'm kidding.
All right, let's listen to this song by Kenyon Williams, who has 11 million women's.
Women's all screaming at him.
And they're ready to be sync licensed, a.k.a. prostituted. So...
Hey, that's ABBOTT.
No, got hit with a SoundCloud ad.
Yeah, see, this is what he's doing. He's making his money by ads.
Shouts out to them knowing our demographic. Well, this is the YouTube link. Let me mute the SoundCloud.
True.
All right, here we go. Let's check this one out.
Insert my meat, eyes roll back, and I tell you don't speak. Bet you like it when I kiss up on your neck, get that pussy real wet. Man, I swear she in the mood to have sex. Bet you like it when I
tease your ass, when I squeeze your ass, put that stroke in your life, go and please your
like
ass.
It when I put you on my neck, got my tongue up in your cat and my thumb up in your crack. Oh damn. Bet you like it when I tell you that I love you and put nobody above you. Go down, need that pussy, no discussion. Bet you like it when
I play my cards in it, that's a Joker pose. Now you addicted to this dick, I make you overdose.
Hey, she want me, then go and wife it. Hey, fuck that shit, I want night it. Hey, beat that pussy like I am Tyson. Hey, I put her on my neck, I gotta eat it. Then I put her on the bed, I beat it up, I make shit. And then I pull her head back, smack her ass, I know she like it. Then she know the younger rush, she responded by start to biting like, whoa. Peep love, finna give my little baby the business, you hear me? Let me eat that pussy like a little busted burger. This how I'm finna do it right here, look. Fuck it, I might just let the pussy have it. Shawty say she wanna ride, hold on, let me get it faster. I'm looking like a killer cause of the way that I stab it. She said turn her on when I do the ass grabbing, hold up.
Hey, go and freak that shit. Put the pussy on my lips, babe, I need that shit. Let me talk to the freaky bitches. Yeah, little mama with your freaky ass. I'ma keep it to myself with my greedy ass. I'ma go and fuck your friend with my sneaky ass. Tell her go and give me brain with her geeky ass.
Yeah, I need to hear from her. Yeah, I'm getting hear from her. Oh, damn, I'm getting bread from her. I like the way that she does it, she like the way that I rock. I like the way that she pop it, she like the way that I watch. I said, baby, let me get it anywhere. Man, this bitch right here, she give me head anywhere. I said, damn. Girl, give me down like I'm from New Orleans. No mercy on that pussy I slaughter. She call me Poppy Troy, but I ain't her father. She wetter than the water. God damn, you wet my seat. Yeah, I'm swimming in it like a scuba diver. She coming on time like a
What would that be like?
Wetter than the water?
Yeah.
Man,
Would that be ice?
That's my fucking problem.
Hey man, this bitch thinks she's slick.
Is
All of
ice
my
wet?
DMs and shit talking about she ain't
Is water
pressed, she
wet?
love me. The fuck?
I think a drop is
Hey,
wet.
she just wanna
I think
fuck with a
one
nigga.
thing that the
While
la-
water's
the-
water.
the drop lands on becomes
yeah.
wet.
If the
Yes.
pussy good, nigga, I'ma clap for it. And when I hit her from behind, she look back for it. Hey, don't lie to yourself. You love this dick, girl. You love this dick, girl. Don't be playing with a nigga. You ain't got no choice. Cause if you don't love it, I'ma make you love it. Fuck is you talking about? Man, back to that good
You know what's
pussy. Don't
wild
bring that
is
shit.
I made the whole
Right
joke
over
about
here.
like prostitution and stuff like
the
that.
song is like
And this
treating women like.
I made the whole song. I mean, I made the whole joke about it, and this song is literally just like, disrespectful, misogynistic, and aggressive towards women. Now, there's a lot of women who like that kind of talk
That's
and who
true.
like that kind of action towards them in a private setting. Will they come out and admit it publicly? Probably not. But I wouldn't listen to this song.
No.
I wouldn't listen to this song at all. It
No.
does not tickle my fancy. It's not even fun. Like Slob on a Knob is different, even because Slob on a Knob is wildly crazy.
Yeah.
like Slob on my
Yep.
knob, like Corn on the Cob, checking with me. You know,
It's like over the top, but
Yeah.
to the level that you're like, can't
like,
take this seriously.
It's almost like it's a nursery rhymey
Right.
Slob on the Knob. It's just like it's fun, but this is just like very like aggressively like you know if this was in the beginning of like some hardcore action thing that comes up on the hub and you were just like, okay, I know what I'm about to get into.
you found your lane right
like,
there. Like, yeah.
You know, I get it. I get it if that was the case, but just outside of that, Kenyon is the producer. I don't think he is the rapper on this, so he made the beat. So, you know, just listening to the beat, I think the beat is okay. It is all right. It is something that you can rap on. Now, I would want to hear something else without those rappers on it to show him as he executively produced this track, which is what it says, but
Executive produced.
Yeah,
That's a different meaning altogether.
it sure is, but I don't think so. I think because it's Kenyon on a Beat presents Power Moves, parental advisory, explicit content, executively produced by Kenyon on a Beat. I'll put that graphic here on the screen. Those all mean different things, and
Yes.
I think he just put titles on things because he's seen it before.
Executive produced sounds
That
really important.
Honestly, that would mean he paid for it.
Right.
So maybe he did pay for it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he paid for the beat.
Yeah,
he
he-
paid for the studio time.
And he paid all the artists to be in there.
Okay.
And he paid the writers, or if they wrote their own stuff. So maybe he did, and maybe he bought them out, and maybe, you know,
He owns all of it.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, good on him, I guess,
I don't-
from a business standpoint.
I'm not sure. I think this track is 3 years old. It does sound a little dated
It does.
to me. I would want to hear something else. Like this is just not it for me. The lyrics turned me off for real.
It's the thing that turned me off from it was I'm going to make sure that this isn't the case that we're hearing things in mono, but I'm pretty sure that song was in mono.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like there are certain aspects of it that just weren't there, and so like there are some low end hits that should hit a little bit harder. And I think it's from the bounce.
Come on, Justin told my bruh called it porn intro music. Come on, if you turn on the hub and you hear that music and then it's
When I
this,
suck up on your feet, insert my meat.
wouldn't you know what you're getting into?
Baby, you like it when I kiss up on your neck, get that pussy.
And all it is ass bouncing,
Right.
And the credits, John Q, the super slaying, comes across the screen.
Put you on my neck, got my tongue up in your cat and my thumb up in
Imagine
your
it.
Baby, you like it when I tell you that I love you and put nobody where you go.
The super slayings take over Brazil. Like,
Okay, I see the vision.
you come on. Like, hey, he said he's ready for licensing.
Right, he's
That-
ready to go.
That's a lucrative
Yeah,
business.
honestly though, that's
a
yeah.
very lucrative business. Come on now. Y'all be
I
thinking
think he's looking in the wrong places.
Y'all be thinking I be making stuff up, which I am, but there's always some bits of truth to it. It's just missing a Popeyes uniform or DeVry school. Hey, you on the couch? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I'll make you overdo.
Get up and go to school.
Just the beat, just the beat.
Nah, but
just missing a Popeyes uniform.
yeah, you can make a whole compilation tape of like old, because back in the day there was something called Onion Booty. And Onion Booty, everything there was like a whole record label for Onion Booty, and they had songs for every single. It was the funniest thing.
This is the funniest.
It was the funniest thing because let me see if I can find some of those songs because it sounds just like this.
Bubba.
No, it literally does. Let me see if I can find any of those
Oh my
songs.
god.
On YouTube, by the way.
Mox says that sounds awful. Oh god.
I don't know.
It's been taken over.
There's a couple. I don't know if any of them are the real one. Oh, here it is. This was one of them right
Oh,
here.
I'm so curious.
I can't.
Oh my God. No,
That's some.
I got rickrolled. I think it's this right here. No.
that
My dirty girl, Coco Cheese, shake it.
they sound like they came from the same era though.
But it's like the same, it's all the same thing, man. Definitely.
How are some of these videos actually on YouTube?
Oh, well, if you just put tutorial, you can put anything on YouTube. Maybe this is... let me see. I think this might... It would be stuff like this.
Same era.
Yeah.
She got the onion booty. Tears in my eyes.
It would be...
She got the onion booty. She got the onion booty.
This is the future of music, you guys.
Yo,
if
so-
you're not writing this, are you really writing music?
So it would like can't...
Yo, play. Can you play that again? Is that the graph?
Oh,
Oh, the other one.
No, the other one is
Yeah.
probably. I don't know.
Makes me wanna cry. She got the onion booty.
No, it's just the same sound. It does sound like the from Gravity Falls,
But
it's wild.
can't you hear this? Like,
She responded by the biting like, peep love. Finna give my little baby the bitch.
This is the same
Need
mixtape.
that pussy like
Literally.
a busted burger. This how I'm finna do it right here. Look, fuck it.
Tears to my eyes.
Say she wanna rock.
Time passed us by.
Okay.
When it seemed the fun began.
Ooh, we're gonna live.
Did you need? Please stay.
all right. So we should be live. We should be good. We should be green. For how long? I have no
We're gonna find out.
idea. For
If
how
we
long.
drop tonight, we're dead.
I'm pretty sure it was because we were talking about onion booties the whole time. Andrew, no, we did not get to you. Shouts out to Deidre in the building. Lil Hogan is here.
Yep.
What's
up,
going
Deidre?
on? Well, guys, we haven't really reviewed anybody except for Kenyon Williams.
Onion
Kenyon Williams.
We call that genre onion booty.
That track was called Do You Like It When I? Oh, ish. It's just you two instead of all the gang. Still seems lit. Hi, how are you guys? We're good.
Dorkface Mage. How's it going?
That would be great. Thank you so much, Chris.
Oh, coming through.
Dorkface Mage, when was the last time you popped into the stream?
Thank you, sir.
For you to be like, there's only two of us. There's usually only two of us, unless we have special guests.
Oh, that you might have caught us on a night when we had special
Yeah,
guests.
you might have caught us when we had like 15 people on the stream or something like that. Andrew said, if you want, you can do mines now. And you're actually up next, by the way. So we're gonna knock yours out. So let's jump into this next one. It is a Linkin Park flip or cover by Andrew. It's Linkin Park, somebody that I used to know. He says, "This song is not mine. Of course, it's not. But if I was being honest, it is no one's song. This is an AI generated song. It's Linkin Park covering the GOAT song. This song is very amazing. I was blown away and it made me tear up a bit. I think you'll like it." It's interesting because I wonder if we will get flagged for this.
It being AI or it being somebody else's song?
Both, like, because it is AI, but it will be mimicking the vocals. So I don't know if any of these things will automatically flag it.
Trigger it, yeah. Interesting.
So let's see.
Interesting.
Let's give it a listen. We won't go too crazy with it, but let's give it a listen.
This could be good. This could be terrible.
All right.
There's nothing
There's
more
an ad on
powerful
it.
than-
That's super interesting.
Making-
Let me see if by Mr. Poopy.
88K likes on it.
1.6 million views. Let me
Yeah.
see if there's any. Is there any? Does it belong? No, there's no all rights reserves or anything like that. So maybe it should be public domain.
I don't know.
Let's listen, I guess.
That's AI generated art.
I feel like you could have just like put their song in a MIDI thing,
Right.
A AI thing that would have like MIDI does MIDI separation. There
Mhm.
are some good ones now that are out. I forgot the name of it. They're pushing ads for it on YouTube and stuff. But you could probably put this song into something that puts it all in a MIDI and then separate each instrument. There is a DAW that does that, by the way. So I'm not just saying stuff where it will separate you. You load the song in and analyze the song, and then it separates everything in the MIDI data by instrument, and then you just sound replace. That's
Yep.
what this sounds like.
Yep.
Maybe the vocals will be different.
Is this a cover of a cover? I do believe.
Well, no, because there are added effects in here, the scratching and stuff.
Yeah.
Now and then I think of when we were together.
All I hear is AI.
Like when you said you felt so happy you could die.
It's doing a good job mimicking his
It's
voice.
like a
though.
Vocaloid, so
Yeah.
it's
I told myself that you were right for me. I felt so lonely in your heart.
forgot about Mike Shinoda.
But that was love and it's unique. I still remember.
If they did a whole cover, this would have been fire.
Yeah.
Let's go, Mike.
Chester.
Chester.
I'll never get over Mike Shinoda be like,
Well, you know I had a penis. And it hurt real bad. Limp Bizkit. DJ Lethal.
That was that era, though.
that was that era.
Limp Bizkit was the best out of them.
No, but honestly,
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst and fucking Wes Borland, always dressed like the craziest human ever. Yeah, see, I'm torn too. I don't really like the AI singing either. It's a cool idea put together.
It's fun.
Yeah.
though. Like, it is. I'm not mad at it. It is something that's cool, man. It's just such a murky area.
It is. Yeah, we're in like, what's that called? Uncanny Valley?
I guess.
It's like we know it's fake.
I mean, the last stream we were talking about, what song were we saying, like, if Deftones did?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But we could just, like, AI generate. That's where I see it as cool. When it's like, man, can you imagine if Deftones did this? And it's like, well, let's see.
Do that, yeah.
Generate.
This has been a hot subject. I've been talking about AI all week for some reason.
Okay. I'm getting a little dizzy looking at the video.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Let's see if we get hit with any flags after the stream. That would be super interesting if we do, though.
I mean, that would just go to talk about how good the AI is, I guess.
Yeah. Toad Slap said, I try not to remember your favorite Martian. Okay. Because somebody was asking, remember when your favorite Martian covered this song? I don't. Darkface Mage. Is it Darkface? Yeah, Dorkface. My bad. I don't want to be weird to make anyone uncomfortable. Just wanted to give a compliment. Guy on the right, sorry, don't know your name, but you're very handsome. Well, it depends on the perspective. So I think they're talking about you, Alex.
Oh, okay.
So if they're watching the screen, you're on the right. There it is.
Thank you. He's handsome, too. Just say it.
Oh.
Say we're both handsome.
Yeah, it's bad bitches on this thing. So
Nothing but bad bitches.
As long as we unite, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And we are united here at this congregation of Consult Q&A.
Of Consult. Amen. You're both kings. All right. We'll take it.
Justin says, I don't want to be weird or make anybody uncomfortable, but just wanted to give a compliment. Guy on the left, sorry, don't know your name, but you're very handsome. Well, thank you, Justin. We are all bad bitches, and Taylor Swift's here. Let me stop. We are all Beyonce's here.
It's all in love. It's all in love. What was the thing that I saw? Somebody was breaking down the whole psychology of like being handsome, where it's like people that are handsome don't get compliments because like the different sexes treated different ways. And then also too, like, but then at the same time when you don't receive the affirmation, like you get down on yourself. So it's this weird spiral effect of like just acknowledging how people look.
Yeah.
Very interesting psychology.
Andrew says John and Alex should do OnlyFans. We do. It is called Twitch, and you can subscribe to us monthly. If you click that subscribe button, you can subscribe to us monthly to get exclusive weekly content and notifications on when we are live performing right in front of your very eyes.
Yeah.
Listening to a bunch of Onion Booty music.
You're not getting teased to our face. We appreciate it. And Moxtrella says bricked up baddies.
Yep. We are bricked up baddies, and we are united in the baddies realm of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever. I don't know. Well, Andrew, thank you for sharing that. That is interesting, and it is a conversation that we can have about so much about AI. Like I'm on the fence with it because I really like the funness that comes with, hey, let's try this. Hey, let's try that.
Right.
I'm seeing it from like such an optimistic perspective where it's whereas what did they say? Hell was paved with good intentions.
Good, yeah.
So that's how I feel where I sit with this, where I see all the good and the fun with it. But then it's like when it's all the negative, I'm like, man, would that really happen?
And in this day and age, I think if you really tried to push like AI, I think there's enough people that are like, yeah, that's fake. But what more to your point, I agree. I think that if it's treat it like a musical instrument, like that's what we're doing here. You're treating
or
it like
inspiration,
right?
Or just
yeah. And if you do that, if you use it as a tool instead of like as a means of trying to convince people that reality isn't real, then you can do cool things. I've seen some great art, but also. I was on TikTok last night and somebody made a fantastic point that where we are with AI, anything that's been done through AI that's like, oh my God, that's insane, has been very heavy handed with human. Like, I'm going to put it through this filter and then I'm going to run it through this thing and then I'm going to EQ it this way. So I don't think that we're to a point where you can just say AI go and it's like, oh, that's something a human has never thought of before.
Well, see, so deep fakes, what's crazy is Adobe was the first company I saw created where AI can mimic your voice, and they never released it because they said it was ethically immoral. And I remember when this had to be because Adobe Audition was still 3.0, and they did their so this is like early 2000s, and they did a conference because I was like, well, let's see what the new Adobe is going to be. And this is before
like,
I was
here's a robot singing in your voice.
No, and it was going to be a plugin for Adobe Audition where you could where if you messed up a word, you could type it in and analyze your voice.
I remember when that came out.
And it would say it in the word and everything.
You had to like
that.
upload and like train it, right?
Yeah, there's still video of it online where you can look it up. And I was like, this is absolutely scary. Back then, it was insane because I was like, it sound exactly like the person who was speaking. I was like, wow. And then, so I get it. It's like deep fakes have existed because Adobe or whatever, they never released that. But I'm pretty sure the government went after them and was like, give it to us. Please give it to us.
Yes, give it to us.
We need to create more Shadow Wars.
Yes.
We need to destabilize the Middle East.
We need to know what Putin sounds like.
So that probably happened.
Yeah.
But now I think since it's so widely available and readily available, there will become a type of like normalcy to it, to where it's like, okay, here's some indicators, or maybe I just have too much hope.
The big thing about AI that I've found is that remember that it's only building upon what's already been done. So you're always ever looking backwards with it. So I think that really frees up. Like I was on some social media and it was like, Billie Eilish is terrified of the future of AI. And I'm like, why? If she's truly artistic, she shouldn't give a fuck.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, AI is going to, I don't think AI is going to replace the way it is now. And I'll just go out and say the way it is now, it's not going to really replace musicians. If there is more to it, then it could replace writing. Or, well, let's not say replace. Let's say it could become a tool.
Yeah.
A valuable tool, or a valuable tool in many different artists' fields.
Right.
to where it becomes intertwined with the human hand or the human thought, and they create art. It's just a tool of creating art. I don't see it as like AI. Like, there's a big conversation with it in the music industry where record labels are getting rid of everybody, like their A&Rs and stuff, because they're creating
will handle that.
Well, they're creating AI writers. Like, they're doing AI writers for songs. They're doing the voice for AI, and then they're just kind of putting an image behind the AI voice. They've done it before, and that got so much backlash. But that means usually when the first person walks out, they get stoned. Then when 12 people walk out,
then they're like,
they get shamed. Then after that, when it's 100 people doing it, they're like, well, we can't stop it now.
Right.
We must accept it.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to keep pushing forward with it, and that's what everybody sees the music industry doing. But I just don't think people are going to like it, because what people like about music,
it's very vanilla.
Yeah.
What it creates is very basic.
And what people enjoy about music is following somebody's real journey, unless they get writers and it all just becomes fake. Like, they write this person's story, but then it's like, okay, now you got to see this person. People like seeing, they like going places.
Well, then
like
now you go a step further and you're like, okay, so here's a person whose story has been entirely generated. Let's watch this and see how weird it gets, because it's entirely, and so it becomes its own form of entertainment.
Yeah, so it's a derivative, though.
Right,
so
it's a derivative.
I like Def Clock. I know real people are behind it, but if Def Clock was AI, I would still enjoy the show.
100%.
I would still enjoy their music.
Yeah. Knowing that it's backed by a human.
Not even so. Say it wasn't backed by a human. Say it was AI. I would find the show funny. I'd be like, this is actually kind of cool. I would still see the show as the same. Now, when it came to a concert, I would be intrigued, because I'm like, I wonder how they're going to do that.
Right.
If it was just a video wall and a video's playing and music playing, whack.
Yeah, boring.
Not buying a ticket, not going to that. But when it's Brendan Small and all of them, I wanted to go to when they had it here, but I was like, ain't no way.
Those tickets, the last time they came through,
because they had the Tokyo Girls. What are they?
Right? Is it Baby Metal?
Yeah, they had Baby Metal with them. I heard that show was amazing.
I will never surrender to the robots. I mean, AI is getting normalized, but I think that's people who are. That's again, it's heavy-handed in human influence right now. There isn't such thing as an AI that's going to make its own IG, post its own stuff, and do all that. Like, it needs to have human interaction. I saw Death Clock's very first tour.
Word.
Back in the day. I saw it twice. My friend got sick halfway through the show, so I had to drive him home. So I caught the first half and the last half of the Orlando show, and then he felt bad, so he bought me tickets to the Tampa show, and I don't think I've ever gotten more blood on my shoes than at a Death Clock show. Yeah. It was wild.
So there is a conspiracy. So Eclipse brought this up. He said, super random side comment, but did y'all hear that conspiracy that Four Bats, the one who said 200 for your fucking hair, is an AI voice, and the face and identity is literally a label created persona that's a real person, but the voice is AI. So I've seen that. It's interesting because he wasn't on a label, and then Drake signed him to an EP deal. So that's wrong.
Yeah.
Based off of that alone. But is his voice AI? I think his voice is heavily modulated. But there's a cat in Orlando named Isaiah Falls, and if I play him right now, you will hear what his voice sounds like, and he's a real person.
I love Sleep Token.
That
answers your question.
Let me throw
Unknown says, you can do AI-generated bots that follow the goal prompt. And you could, but also, too, like, now you're battling against IG and their anti-botting stuff, so it's the 2024 Milli Vanilli scandal.
So here's Isaiah Falls. By the way, if y'all watch this video, you'll see somebody who we had on the stream is in the background of this video.
I can't see from here.
So if you look right there, that is the homie. G Bliss. But listen to his voice.
Sometimes she gotta put herself in check. She don't take no dick.
And I know for a fact this is a real person.
Oh yeah.
So the thing with Four Bats, I'm pretty sure he could make that voice. They're voice actors. Like it's crazy when you look at the Regina King, who did Huey and Riley's voice. She did a whole bunch of people on the Boondocks. Now imagine if she just made a song in those voices, which she has kind of done with Huey and Riley and stuff. It's the same thing. It's just you find that voice, and then That's like if I made an EP with the black man, made songs with that voice. Do you hear how we are here today? Raise your hand. Show, if I did Kirk Franklin on the whole thing. So,
I know IG is an anti-AI. I'm aware of that. But I've also in my history of working with CNORL, multiple times we'll post a picture from a concert, and this account shares it, and I'm like, who the fuck? And it's 5 million followers, and then they share it, and I get 2 likes on it, and I'm like, this is very obviously.
I feel like Instagram pushes AI.
Yeah,
fake. Yeah. I mean, we know there's places that create their own Instagram models to market their stuff, and I mean, it just shows you the simpness that is online.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. If you guys are interested in AI and some interesting stuff to look into, I've kind of gone down the rabbit hole, especially this last week. There is the source of where Stable Diffusion nerds that program Stable Diffusion came from is a site called Hugging Face.
There's too much to say.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Okay.
We just had to do 5 captures in a row? That was fucking insane.
But as long as we got this good house music in the background. This good elevator music and these vibes. Oh, it's lightning like crazy outside.
Is it?
Or it might be heat lightning, though, because I don't hear any thunder. Okay, but we are back. Hopefully everybody is getting in here. Let's check out destinations. Nobody is in here yet, so... Oh, it's still sending data to those. That's fine. That is fine. We are live on the things that do matter.
Okay. Justin, you remember the other day when we were downloading Flux and we had to do insane anti-robot things? We just had to do 5 captchas back to back, and it wasn't the small ones. It was gigantic. It was ridiculous.
Still getting some drop frames, but it's not anything too crazy. So this is going to be a connection sucky stream. So let's. Of course, it happens when we're having.
So anyway, I was talking about Hugging Face.
The ad that's coming up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I was talking about Hugging Face and going up to the top. There it is.
Oh yeah, no, that's
right down the street.
Yeah.
Thinking it's storm related. We just heard some huge thunder.
Yeah.
It's going to be dead tonight next door. Hugging Face, go up to spaces and you'll get individual use AI things. So pictures, music. That's wild.
Yeah, no, the lightning's really bad. So, but we're gonna. It says it has a poor network connection detected. Yeah, it has us listed as unstable in the Twitch inspector. But
we're unstable.
Yeah, it says our bitrate sucks. But all right, hopefully we'll get better. Until then, let's keep going. We got Jalen versus the world. Let's get through as many as we can before the weather kills us.
Damn.
If that happens, we'll let you guys know in the chat room. I am running off of a mobile hotspot at this moment because all the other internets have kicked us off. So luckily, we have 4 different internets. So let's check this one out. It is called Echo by Jalen vs. the World, even though he might not be in the chat room anymore. He says that this track is mixed, not mastered.
Ooh, we shall see.
Yep. It's called Echo. Now, bear with me. This internet's going to go slow.
Gotta crank it a little bit.
It is going really slow. Really low. All right. Let's check this one out.
I feel like he generated some AI. Is it not executive produced?
No, no, it's not.
Shit, here comes that storm. That's pouring. It's going to be dead tonight next door. There's no reason for anyone to go out tonight.
Yep. Oh, it was turned down the whole time?
Just a little bit.
Let's take a trip to Mars, we go for a ride.
Hold up. This is this is house. I'm already surprised. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit because I was about to say I like this, but let's see.
Let's find out.
Let's see. I gotta turn it up some.
Let's take a trip to Mars, we go for a ride. Gotta clean this up, gotta use some Tide. You wanna go now, we can go and slide. You can run, but I promise you can't hide. You can turn me up, but you can bring me down. You will feel the echo when I'm speaking loud. You can turn me up, but you can bring me down. Feel the echo when I'm speaking loud. Let's go. Feel the echo, here's the echo. Let's go. Feel the echo, feel the echo.
I think he selected the right key on accident, but the auto tune is literally the only thing that's messing it up. It needs to be tweaked just a little bit more. Other than that, I am not mad at this.
No, I'm
You can turn me up, but you can bring me down. You will feel the echo when I'm speaking loud. You can turn me up, but you can bring me down. Feel the echo when I'm speaking loud. Let's go. Feel the echo, here's the echo.
I mean, if I was in the studio with him, I wouldn't have let him walk out the studio with this performance though. I would have told him to actually perform it.
I still feel like it's better than like 90% of his performances though. Like he actually, in the beginning where he like ramped up into his up voice, he actually did some things that were like pretending to be a vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then it was ruined by the fucking audio.
You wanna go now, we can go and slide.
Like, I'm not even mad at the the lyrics, even though the part where he's just like, you can run but you can't hide, and then
And bring me down, you will feel the echo when I'm speaking loud.
so I don't know if this song is about him arguing with somebody. Like, you're gonna feel the echo when I speak loud. You try to bring me up and bring me down. I'm yelling at you now, and I know you feel the echo. So I don't know what's going on.
Turn me up, oh now we can go and slide.
Because it sounds like love in the beginning, but then it's just like, no, you can't hide. You bring me up, but you're going to hear my sounds. When I give it some, when I speak loud, you're going to feel this echo. Oh! Like, so I'm like, okay, I don't really know the...
But happily.
Yeah. Maybe it's happy. Maybe it is domestic violence. Not entirely sure.
Not entirely sure.
But I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt that this is not domestic violence, that it is a happy song.
This is a kid's song, remember?
Yeah, a kid song. Not a kid afraid of their parent.
Yeah.
Not child abuse, but or domestic violence. This is a...
You're good, Nan. I haven't seen you comment in a little while, so... Yeah. No, the thing about it too is like he's got that artifacty, that kind of overtone to him because of the autotune, and he didn't need that. So JVS un-autotune this song. Yeah, see, October says, let's go J versus the world. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I'm not mad at it.
No.
The auto-tune is not great. Fix it.
It's a different feeling more than he's ever done. And just keep blaming it on the storm.
I feel the performance isn't the best. Like, actually him in the studio. Like, there are parts where he could have performed it better and held notes a little bit better so that the auto-tune would work better. But that's neither here or there because he's never going to go back and fix it because I think it's on his leaked page. Yep, it's on his leaks page, so he's never going to go back and fix anything or try to make anything better.
It is absolutely pouring right now.
Yeah, it is. It's
crazy.
Going crazy outside. But we still got this stream happening.
Holding it down.
And we going
right when he says it freezes.
We're going to keep sliding through here. I think I'm still sending good.
Yeah, there it goes.
It's dropping. right.
Which one are we on now?
We're back on the original one, but it's gonna throw us off soon.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe I know it's gonna throw us off soon. So let's do the next one, which is Eclipse,
Okay.
and let's try to run through it. So we should be back. People, yep, we're back. I think I told people to refresh.
Yeah, I'll say refresh too. Refresh.
Hopefully nobody gets hit with the ad before I can snooze it. Nope, the ad hasn't popped up yet for me to snooze it. So sorry about that. If you get hit with the ad, make sure you subscribe.
You're going to have 5 people and all of the ad money. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, we're going to make a whole $1 today. We're going to make a whole $1. Oh,
Hello.
Also, you resubscribed.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I think people are getting back in here. Dorkface, what's going on? Everybody's getting back in here. So let's move on to the next song. Sorry, Jalen, we can't go too in depth with yours because we're going to try to get to as many people as we can before the internet is like, all right, we're done with you using up all this data. All right. Eclipse sent over a track called New Groove. He says, this is a drum and bass track I've been working on. I sampled instrumentation from Schoolboy's album and added some extra vocal melodies, as well as some crispy liquid drums underneath.
Ooh.
Some liquid D&B it is.
You don't
Let's find
say.
this track. It's called New Groove. .wave. Jesus Christ on this internet. This is going to take a while to load. Oh, here we go. It's actually trying to work now,
Oh.
so here we go.
All right.
There's a whole bunch of megabytes going through this internet. Here we go.
That was cool.
So what we'll do is next week we'll pick up right where we left off. So we'll probably pick up with Eclipse next week. So hopefully he's in here. And anybody we didn't get to, you don't have to submit next week. We'll just start where we left off. You can submit again next week if you want to. Like if you want to update the song or whatever, you can do that. But other than that, we're going to call it for the night because, yeah, it is some Temu Wi-Fi.
Get the Temu Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is bad. Other than I'm going to write in the chat room real quick. Alex, take him out of here.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, you guys. Sorry it's gotten kind of crappy. We're here every Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard. Like he said, we'll probably figure out like how to do what we were going to do, because I wanted to hear that song. It's not even loading that song. So yeah, if you submit, we'll figure out where you are in the order. What else?
That's it for now. Other than that, if you are artists in the Orlando area, you can look out for an event I am about to post called Art Blitz.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking for. I already got one artist already, and
Like,
we're going to be looking for
artists.
7.
You mean artists?
Yeah, like painters.
Yeah,
painters or whatever. I got one artist right now. We're looking for 7 more, and I'm gonna when I announce the event, I'm announce where you can sign up to be an artist. I might take first come first serve with it. We'll see, but that is going to get announced probably tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Pre-sale tickets are going to be $15. Pre-sale. I might do a giveaway on here if you are interested, and I might do a giveaway on social media. And it will be $25 at the door. The event will start at 7. There's going to be 4 artists, 3 rounds. So the crowd gets to vote, and there will be judges. The judges, nobody will really know who they are until literally the end, but the judges will be voting. The judges are 50% of the vote, while the crowd is 50% of the vote.
There you
so
go.
that's how we're going to do it. You come in, everybody gets some poker chips. They vote for whoever they want. We count that vote. And then we count the judge's vote, and then we move on to the next round.
Yeah.
And we keep doing our thing, and then 8 artists battle it out. They get 30 minutes, and then I think the last round they get 45 minutes to create a piece, and we have a good time. You can make stick figure drawings. Honestly, that you might win if you do that.
artistic stick figures.
But that's why we have judges, so it's not a popularity contest.
This is what's great. The whole circle of AI comes full circle when you talk about having art contests. Because how do you fake that?
Yeah. All right. So while we have a little bit of stuff and we're not dropping too bad, we'll see y'all much for sticking.
Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll.
It won't be raining next week.
Hopefully, we'll get this figured out. Even I don't know. There's no good internet in Orlando.
No, only at my house.
The highest Spectrum goes is like 200 megabytes, I think, or 500 or something like that. But that's stupid.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Oh yeah.
I think the FCC did something where they're going to force companies to actually offer good internet speeds.
I hope that they do. I think it's kind of bullshit that they would pay.
Like we're
you
paying
would pay,
so much for this trash.
When it's like, hey, you can get ultra high speed up internet speeds up.
Yeah, and then they throttle us, but it's the FCC's fault that they throttle it.
Yep. Well, that's from a previous
administration,
because that guy was not the president. The head of the FCC was.